President James Michel, Mrs. Michel, former President James Mankam, Mr. Danny Faure, Vice President of Seychelles, Honorable Patrick Hermini, Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Frederick Igonda Ntande, Chief Justice of Seychelles, ministers, dignitaries, and to our visiting dignitaries, Mrs. Mujuru, the Vice President of Zimbabwe, Mr. Sif Ali Idi, the Vice President of Zanzibar, Tanzania, Mr. Pravin Jugnauth, Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister of Mauritius, Mayor Fatia from Central Kalimantan, Indonesia, Mrs. Dion Warwick, the Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO, members of the overseas official delegations, captains of the visiting naval vessels here for our carnival, participants of the carnival, members of the press, friends of the Seychelles tourism industry, people of Seychelles, ladies and gentlemen. Bon après-midi et bienvenue tous Seychellois. Welcome to you all. Bienvenue à vous tous. Karibu, ou Seychelles Leli, Hakuna Matata. Today, I stand here at the launch of the 2011 Seychelles Carneval International de Victoria with a lot of emotion, but also with a sense of pride. 6 months ago, what we are about to launch today was but a dream, an impossible dream for so many. But the team at the Seychelles Tourism Board had been mandated by President James Michel to be the drivers of the new Seychelles brand of tourism, which had been launched by the President himself, and which had as one of its objectives to move Seychelles from just promoting sun, sea and sand, even though these unique selling points of ours are some of the best in the world. The new Seychelles brand of tourism sought to pitch Seychelles into the world of events. Thus, this manifestation we are launching this afternoon, the Carnaval International de Victoria. As we prepared to propel Seychelles into the world of carnivals, we wanted to offer the world a carnival with a difference, and the only carnival that would become the carnival of carnivals. This is why we worked hard to get our friends from the four corners of the world to be here with us and to have their own dedicated carnival floats in the parade float that you will see tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seychelles has had a positive past with carnivals. When we launched our tourism industry in earnest in 1971, after the opening of our international airport and the first landing of the first BOAC VC-10 plane, the then Chief Minister of Seychelles, Mr. James Mankam, organized the carnival in 1972 to get Seychelles known as the new tourism destination. Today, virtually 40 years later, Seychelles has relaunched its tourism industry with a new drive and with a new vision. And this carnival we are today launching will help us find our rightful place in the community of nations as a country that has opened itself and repositioned itself as a leader in tourism with the drive to work together with all those willing to do so. The staff at the Seychelles Tourism Board must be congratulated for all the work that they've done. And I'd like, at this period in time, with your permission, Mr. President, as the one who holds the portfolio for tourism, to call on stage Marimon Matatiken, who has been the one who worked alongside me is the main reason we have this carnival. Thank you all so much, members of the SHTA. Thank you, thank you. One closing word for the members of the press, coming from far and wide. 39 of you have traveled to Seychelles, from China to Hawaii, from France to South Africa, from La Réunion to Italy, from Serbia to Singapore, and much more. We count on you to spread our message. We count on you to cover this carnival and give due coverage, not only to us, the host country, but to every country present here with us. Your presence confirms our drive to make this event an international event and a Carnaval International. With this, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, thank you for being here for this opening ceremony, and have a great time at the 2011 Seychelles Carneval International de Victoria.
Et à présent, nous avons grand plaisir et l'honneur pour crier nos chefs d'État, président James Alex Michel, pour délivrer son discours.
Before we do that, Mr. President, I need to change the program slightly. We have with us Mrs. Dionne Warwick. Mrs. Warwick represents the FAO, as I said earlier. And she has a message from the community of nations. She has a message from the world bodies who are here with us for this carnival. And I'd like to invite Dionne to say a few words, and then after that, we will take it on and come back to the program. Dionne, please.
On nous met la main ensemble alors pour Dionne Warwick.
Bonsoir. Français, tout.